Hello, fellow truckers, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We are hopefully on the last leg of a 1,500-mile trip from San Diego, California, out to Dallas, Texas, carrying a load of utility poles in our recently acquired Western Star 49X, I think. I don't know why, I just cannot remember the name of this truck. Yeah, 49X. Ideally, we're definitely going to be getting a cool 60 grand out of this load. So ideally, once we have that, we'll be able to, let me see, how do I get out of here? Once we, hold on. I mean, we might as well grab fuel since we're here. Ideally, once we complete this load, we'll have enough money to not only upgrade our truck with the sleeper cab, because, you know, driving around in a day cab over the road like this doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense. So we got to make sure we get this fixed. But at this point, our minions have more or less made us enough money that enough extra money so far that we should be able to upgrade our transmission and maybe even the engine once we get there. So I believe it was going to be like 42 or 45,000 to get the I don't think that's correct. Hold on a second. We need to take a look at our route here. Why is it trying to take us down that way? We're supposed to be getting on the 20. All right, I'm just going to ignore the routing for now. Oh, I couldn't see. Sorry. I'm going to ignore the routing for now and just get back on the freeway because it did not have us exiting the freeway. Yeah, there we go. 462 miles. That's much more reasonable. I don't know why it would try to take us to the left. That makes no sense. Sometimes the GPS in this game is just kind of silly.
Take the next right.
Come on, figure out your turn. I guess we got a red light and all these guys are going forward. I really wish that there was a time compression option in this game, because holy crap, sitting at these lights just really sucks. It really, really sucks. I mean, we're playing a video game and it's supposed to be all the fun parts of all of this stuff without the BS, you know? Like, I know that some people want like hyper-realism, they want it to be exactly the way it is in the real world. I'm sorry, I don't play simulators for that. I play simulators to have all the fun parts of whatever it is that you're doing, so that you don't have to eat the cost of whatever it is, number one, obviously. But then number two, it's just, you don't have to put up with all the annoying crap either, you know? Like, part of the great thing about being in doing a simulator is that you get to skip all the crazy boring stuff, like sitting at traffic lights and sitting in traffic and all that stuff. Like, I don't necessarily mind those things of being a part of the game, but you know, having the ability to fast forward time so that you can hurry up and get to the light would be pretty nice. Ooh, that would be kind of a cool feature. I just had a thought. Wouldn't it be cool if they had a skip to green light feature, like where it just, like, you press a button and it automatically fast forwards time, like zips time forward until the light the light you're facing changes green, and then goes right back to regular time again. That would be super cool. That would be an awesome feature if they could implement that. Oh, heck yeah, that would be really awesome. Tire sitting on the side of the road there. All right, so we're trying to get up to 80 miles an hour. We have 439 miles left to go on this particular trip. Let's go ahead and hop out of the cab and see what Western Texas looks like. Or I don't know, I guess we're kind of getting towards the middle part here. I'm not sure what town we're near. I know we are in Texas. An inspection station coming up here pretty soon, but I don't think that these are actually implemented in the game. Oh, no. Oh, okay. No, they are. There is a weigh station here. We're going to have to stop for the inspection, so we'll start slowing down a little bit here. Head off to the right, and we'll grab ourselves a weigh. Guessing it's this guy here. We'll go ahead and hop out of the cab to get a nice cool view of it. Stop in the truck scale. All right, not too shabby. And as I normally do when I'm doing my time lapses, I'll go ahead and get us in front of the front here so we can have a different aspect of it. Shouldn't be anybody in front of us, so should be relatively safe to just kind of pull forward like this, and then we can hop back into the cab as we start making our turn onto the freeway. There we go. All right, got to get ourselves back up to 80, or I don't know, the speed limit dropped down to 75. I'm not sure if that's permanent or if we're going to be hopping back up to 80 miles an hour. We'll find out here pretty shortly as we get on the freeway. It looks like it might be permanent. 75 might be the speed that we're at. I do know that once you start getting into western Texas, the speed limit out there does jump up to 80 miles an hour. Because there's just nothing there. It's all just straight freeways and stuff. So there's really no reason to restrict people's speed, because it's not like you have a bunch of traffic constantly getting onto and off of the freeway. For the most part, if you're on the freeway, you're staying on the freeway for a while. So there's just not a lot of merging and stuff that happens. But unfortunately, it looks like we're going... I don't say unfortunately, but yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we're passing through a town right now, so the speed limit is dropping down to 65. Not like we actually got up to the speed limit anyway, but that's all right. We'll drive through this area here and try to get past it as quickly as possible. It would be nice if we... Is this just an interchange? Like, we're passing through Odessa. Okay. I'm gonna move over here so we don't end up running into this truck. We'll hop out and take a quick look at what the Odessa area looks like. Big truck yard there. Pretty cool. Some kind of truck yard. Get back over here. Just trying to drive while I show you guys the exterior area. It's a little hard to do that. Oh, playground. Big playground area over there, I think. Or I don't know, maybe that was a water park or something. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But yeah, this is Odessa. Very nice. 380 miles to go until we're going to be done with this particular trip, and we'll be able to upgrade our truck significantly. I'm looking forward to that. It does look like that stupid thing right here in the top middle of the windshield is a permanent built-in structure. I didn't realize that, so I'm really looking forward to getting out of this truck because I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I'm not a fan of anything that obstructs my view through the windshield, and that's kind of obnoxious. I know it doesn't really obstruct your view of the road, but, you know, I'm not a fan of big things in my way. It's just kind of annoying. Cool little processing facility over here of some kind. Oh, I guess I drifted over into that lane, and it caused him to have to stop. There's a Mac dealership there. Kind of wish I had stopped to go do that. But that's all right. We're gonna end up... I always end up buying used vehicles anyway and then fixing them up, so we don't necessarily need the dealerships themselves because I don't really want to pay full price for a vehicle. I'm gonna end up swapping out all the parts anyway, so, you know, buying used isn't necessarily is actually... I don't know. Maybe let me know in the comments if you can think of a reason why buying new would actually be better in the long run if you're going to end up swapping out the parts anyway. Like, I don't think anybody keeps any of the original parts that come with the truck when you after you buy it, because you buy a stock truck, it has all the stock parts, and who wants to keep all the stock parts? Like, there's just no reason to do that. So, you know, you're going to upgrade your engine, which is a new engine. You're going to upgrade your transmission, which is a new transmission. You're probably going to upgrade your tires, you know, like, you're going to upgrade everything in the truck, pretty much. So, why buy new? You're going to replace it all anyway. Got a nice straightaway here, so we'll hop out of the truck and take a look at the whatever that compound is over there. I'm not quite sure what it is, but ooh, some kind of water thing there. I don't know. Maybe that's like some kind of a salt related thing. I don't know. Just hazarding a guess of it being something salt related. I can't think of anything that you would do that would have big pools of water like that. Other than it being a pool. I don't think it's a pool. It doesn't look like a pool. I'm thinking it's some kind of settling tank or something. I don't know. Going into Big Spring. Is that actually a town? Okay, so this isn't like a city or a town or anything. It's just a small little area, I guess. Nice big water tower. What is that? What does that say? I can't tell what that says. I can't tell what that says. I couldn't tell what that sign said. It looked like an In-N-Out sign almost, but I don't think it said In-N-Out. Big Spring, Texas. Very nice. And of course, we got ourselves a nice slow-moving car here. I forgot to bring my speed back up to 75. Or I didn't notice that the speed limit had changed, so we're wasting time driving at a slow speed. We need to hurry up and get these 300 miles completed so that we can get our truck upgraded and take better loads. One of the big reasons why I haven't gotten like our own trailer yet is specifically because we're constantly swapping out our truck, which means that after a while we buy a different truck, which is going to be weaker. And if I get a big flatbed trailer to haul big heavy loads, and then we buy a new truck and it's not capable of hauling those loads anymore, well, you know, what can you do? So until that might be the next phase of our career. Once we buy one of every truck, once we get to the point where we have one of every truck, then we'll try to get one of every kind of trailer. Maybe that'll be the next phase of our career. We'll get one of every kind of trailer, and you know, fully max it out, fully get the biggest and best kind of that trailer to do the biggest and best kind of those loads, and then we'll have every kind of truck, every kind of trailer, and that'll be it. And I wonder if you can assign, I haven't checked this out, but I wonder if you can assign trailers to trucks and have the AI guys drive those too. So, you know, we buy the trailers. I have to imagine that's part of the thing. I have to imagine that's part of it. And have the AI guys drive the trailers we stop using. Like, we buy a trailer, fix it all the way up, get it able to do the biggest loads, do a few of those, and then you know, pass it off to an AI. Oh, is he going to speed back up? Is he going to speed up, or is he going to make me? I'm taking up both lanes here because I'm not sure what this car is doing. All right. Buy a trailer. Build up to the best version of it, right? Continue to improve it until it gets to the best version of whatever it does. Sorry. Oh my God. Sorry, dude. We're not slowing down. We got places to be. We got unlucky with the merge there. I was hoping he would slow down. Most of the time they'll slow down if you give them enough time, and then they're like, oh crap, don't hit me. Oh well. As I've said multiple times in this series, I don't necessarily go for realism. We got places to be. We're out here to enjoy the open road, not be bogged down by traffic. We have better things to do. Nice, beautiful rest area there, though. Big open field over here, which is probably a farm. Oh yeah, that's definitely a farm. You can see the tracks from whatever tractor that they had driving up and down, dragging, probably planting. That's probably from planting, I would imagine. Because there's nothing there, and the tracks are really close together, which means that it was Abilene, Texas. Which the tracks are really close together, which means that it was probably a tractor pulling something behind it, which means it was either plowing or seeding back and forth. So that's cool. Got another Kenworth dealership, it looks like there. I wish we had the time to like stop into these towns and actually grab the points of interest, but that's the way this game kind of works. You just drive straight to your destination, and hopefully as you drive to drop off your load, you pass by something that unlocks a new feature for you. So like a dealership or a garage or something like that. Staying on the freeway here, heading on towards Anson, it looks like. So yeah, there's that. Burgers are for losers, just saying. Gotta love the real world advertisements. I have a bunch of mods. This is I guess you could say it's heavily modded. This is a heavily modded version of American Truck Simulator. All through the Steam Workshop. Nothing, I don't think I went and got anything outside of that. But, you know, there's some weather mods. There's some real world trucking company updates. Logo updates for advertisements. Real world businesses rather than the fake ones. Things like that. You know, it's nice to feel a little bit more like you're in the real world. Obviously, the developers, like, obviously sees there's a McDonald's there. That's not in the original vanilla version of the game. Obviously, you know, the developers themselves can't put those things in because then they have to pay for trademarks and stuff like that. But modders can get away with it because they're not making any money off of the mod that they did. So, you know, they can justify just popping those things in there because nobody's really profiting from adding those things into the game. The developers aren't, because they're not developing the mod and they're not selling the mod for that, and the modders can't sell their product for the most part. I mean, I think there's some that you can if they I think if they get a license for whatever truck they're building. I think there are ways that they could sell their mods. I'm sure there are sold. I'm sure that there are for sale mods out there, but I think for the most part, almost all of the mods out there are just for free. So yeah, anyways, all of that to say that, yeah, this is a fairly heavily modded version of American Truck Simulator. I know it doesn't necessarily seem like that all the time, but there's some lighting mods and some weather mods and some traffic mods and some, you know, various different mods just to make it a little bit more of an authentic feeling, I think. I'm going to pass through a cut here. Nice little view of it as we pass through it. Rest area in 1 mile. Try to stay on the road here. Definitely starting to get into eastern Texas. You can tell because it's getting really green now. Probably going to be, I think we're going to Dallas, so we should be passing through Fort Worth to get there on the 20. 169 miles to go. That's our rest stop over there on the right side. That's actually a nice looking rest stop. Can we see it from here, or are the trees just in the way? Yeah, the trees are in the way. Can't really see anything from here. I mean, yeah, can't really see anything from here. Road's turning to the left, so I got to get back in the cab because it's really hard to make any kind of significant turn when you're in the exterior camera looking backwards. Still stuck at 75, but it's not like our truck isn't even able to push up to 75 because the engine in this thing just, you know, it's just not capable of it. With this big heavy load of poles, it's just not capable of pushing the truck up to 75 miles an hour, especially when we're going up any kind of an incline. So let's hurry up and get through this. Got some road work coming up, so I'm expecting a decrease in our speed limit here pretty soon. Or not. I'm not exactly sure why the speed wasn't required to come back down, but I'm not going to complain about it. It's very nice. Down to 141 miles, 18 minutes of record time, so ideally we should be able to get this load dropped off, and we might even have time to do some, why are we slowing down? You guys are killing me with this. Come on. This truck is struggling to maintain the speed limit, and you guys are slowing down, and then they're going to speed up, and then I'm going to have to, like, take forever building my speed back up to the speed limit again. Let's go. Thank you. All right, yeah, the traffic right now is ridiculous. It's 4:50. Oh, yeah, okay. Like I say, I started saying it's not rush hour time before I looked at the clock, but no, it is rush hour time. So the traffic kind of makes sense, but again, I'm not a big fan of realism. At least not when it comes to the more irritating things. Like, I haven't really had to drive very much in the last couple of years because of, you know, my situation that I'm in. But, you know, one of the biggest things I hate, I love to drive. Don't get me wrong. I love driving. I'm a big fan of driving. I hate dealing with the things that come with driving, like traffic and stupid drivers who don't pay attention and are taking their sweet little time when you have somewhere to be. Like, come on, let's go. Get out of the way. We're doing more than 10 under the speed limit right now because you guys are taking your sweet time. The speed limit is 75 and we're doing 60. I know I'm tailgating this guy. It's not very realistic, but I'm trying to, if we can get around these guys. Oh, cool. All right, are you guys going to start moving over? Start moving over. No, all right, I'm going to move over then. Get out of my way. See, the truck goes away, and now they want to start accelerating. That's annoying. That's super annoying. It's like they were all tethered to that truck until they went away. I really can't stand that. All right. But we are within 80 miles of our destination now, so I'm hoping that we can get through. All right, so yeah, we're passing through Fort Worth here. I did, for a little while, work at the Fort Worth Public Library, at the main branch in downtown Fort Worth. I was hired by a temp company to work there shortly after I moved to Fort Worth itself, and worked there for a little while. I had a dispute with the temp company though, and ended up leaving after only 4 or 5, maybe 6 months. I don't remember how long I worked there. It wasn't that long. But I had an issue with their they changed the payment they changed their paycheck payment method on me without telling me, without giving me an option. They just decided, nope, this is how we're doing it now. And I was like, yeah, you don't get to just decide, just change how you're going to pay me. I had direct deposit. You don't get to, or I got checks. You don't get to just open up a card in my name without even telling me that you're doing that. all of a sudden I get a card in the mail, and you know, they just opened up an account in my name, like no questions, no requests of whether that was okay or nothing. They just didn't want to have to process checks anymore. They opened up a card in my name, sent it to me, and I'm like, you don't get to just put my name on something and I have no freaking no control over that. No, you don't get to do that. That's not how that works. I want to check because why? What is your card going to do? I don't want to use your card to make purchases. I want the money to go into my account to use my card. You don't get to just dictate to me that I now have to use your card, and then if I want to use my card, I have to go through a transfer process now. So instead of just getting my paycheck depositing my check directly into my bank account, now I have to pay to get the money transferred from your card over to my. See, it was just a whole thing. And the biggest thing is that they didn't say anything. They just did it. They didn't offer any kind of alternative option. And when I told them no, I want paper checks or direct deposit into my bank account, they were like, nope, this is the option that you get. And I'm like, well, fine then, fuck you, I'm done. You don't get to dictate to me how things are gonna go. I decide how I get paid, you do not. So I walked away from that job and found a bus driving job. That was a much better situation. You know, there's just way too many things in life where people make decisions that are better for them without giving a crap about how it negatively affects anybody else. Like, I get that for them it probably made sense to do cards, but it's like, you know, you have employees here and your employees need to have things a certain way. And why are you making life harder on your employees? Because you want to what? Like, I don't even know what that possibly did for them that made it worth losing an employee over. Like, this just, I don't know. I mean, obviously that's a very employee-centric point of view. I understand that business owners are going to do what's best for their business, but like, there's some things that you just need to leave it alone. Paychecks, you need to provide traditional paycheck options for people. That's one of those things that you, like, regardless of how it helps your business, you don't screw with people's money. You just don't do that. If I screwed with their money, they'd fire me. If I had access to their money and I screwed with their money, they would fire me. I don't know why they think it's okay to screw with people's money as an employer. You as an employer are not any better or more important than your employees. You're just a person. You just happen to have a business. That's the thing. Most people who get into businesses, the problem with employers is that they think that because they're invested in their business, that their employees should also care about their business as much as they do. And it's like, well, no. You're investing in something that's going to benefit you for the future. Your employees are just there for a paycheck. Expecting them to care about your business even a little bit is kind of asinine. And I couldn't tell if this was the exit. Sometimes the GPS, with the way it's laid out and the distances and stuff, it just gets a little bit confusing. I'm not sure that we're going to have time to actually go do the vehicle modifications after this, because we're already at 25 minutes. It's going to take us another 2 or 3 minutes probably to get this load dropped off. And then unfortunately this load had to go to somewhere that was far away from any kind of a mechanic, it looks like. So we would have to drive all the way back somewhere else.
Turn right.
So what'll probably end up happening is we'll get this load dropped off. I will get the truck reconfigured off camera. And then we'll start off the next episode with a new load, fully reconfigured with the better cab and hopefully a better engine and transmission and all that cool stuff. And that'll do it for today. So let's see, where do they want me to go? Are we going down in this big pit here? Seems like it.
You have reached your destination.
Yeah, I think we're going down to the pit. Yep, that's our trailer drop right there. So let's kind of swing a little bit wide here so the trailer doesn't go too high up on the hill there. We'll pull forward up here, swing around. Fortunately, this cement truck decided he needed to be right there. All right. I'm gonna try to guess where I think that this is gonna be. Actually, we'll get out of the truck and look. Let's get out of the truck and look. So yeah, I think if I continue backwards like that, we should be fine. Start straightening it out. Okay. Let's pull forward and to the left a little bit to try to fix this, because I don't think I have the room I need to get that straightened out properly. So now that we can see what we're doing, we'll just back it straight in and hopefully it'll just work out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Brakes are a little aggressive. All right, cool. So that's going to go ahead and do it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. You can join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links available for those of you who prefer to go that route, because some people like that, so those are there for your convenience. So again, thank you very much for your time. Be sure to come back for the next episode and load and our partially upgraded truck. See you for the next episode. Have a great day, guys.